count me in.
Started.
Oh, okay. So what I've got here is a light cure putty. It's a small container, so you use it sparingly, and the light cure beam, which is ultraviolet, shines the light. And I've got some models that I've printed here. This is one that I'm going to glue together, and gluing it together I use just pull back a bit further, I use a activator. Now this is 50% isopropyl alcohol, and it's mixed in with half a teaspoon of bicarb soda for this size, which is about 40 mils. And it's mixed up generously. And here's my super glue. I keep my super glue in a jar that seals with silica gel packets, and that stops the super glue from going hard inside the tubes. In theory, it will go hard eventually, but that's what happens. Now, for this, what I'm going to do is just start setting this one up to glue. So I'm going to do a pretty major size to start with. What I'm going to do is pick a side that I want to put my gel putty on. So the gel putty I can pick up with just a Q-tip, and I'm going to put that around the outside edge, just smearing it on so that it's got about 0.5 millimeter thickness. Doesn't need to be big lumps, that's why I rotate the Q-tip. Put it around the outside. So my theory here is that once that's done, I can then get my super glue, and I can put super glue in the peg area. Yeah, the peg area. Wetting it all down. Super glue's gone a little gel-like. Right, so I've now got the paste on the outside, super glue on the inside. So what I want to do is get my little spray activator, and the mating part I'm going to activate with a spritz of that, and then line up the right pins in the right way and push it on home. I'm going to hold that down about 10 seconds. It should get the activator. So the activator has now made that work. Now what I'm going to do is just look at where there's big gaps and just put a bit more of the gel. Some of it filled in, but some of it didn't. Now, normally this would be overdone and you'd have to sand it all back. I'm going to try a couple of methods to wipe it out so that it's not excessive. Fill that gap. So where it's just a small bit, okay, no problem. A bit bigger, broad strokes. Okay, so that's what I've got here is foam rubber, which comes from a kid's play mat. So I've just cut it down, cut the foam side off, cut a sort of a shape to it, and so on the big broad areas I can run the foam over to take some of that back off. Scrape it off onto here, get it back off the model, scrape it. So the idea is the foam partially clears it up. Okay, so I get the foam around to there. And now for the finer detail around the inside edge, just use the tip of a screwdriver to take off the extra if it's sitting up high. Okay, so now I've got it on there. A little bit more, there's a little bit of a gap. So I might take one or two goes just back and forwards with the brush. Okay, now close the container so there's no accidental curing. Put those over there. Now I'm just going to put the glasses on for safety. You'll be fine. And now I turn on the light and I'm just going to work a little below the bench. And this is 15 seconds to cure. Just run around. Feeling dry already. Okay, and I'll just turn that off. Glasses off. Now I can see anything. Put my real glasses on, and now I should be able to go in, file or sand that area. Paper go. There it is. That's emery paper just glued to a bit of foam rubber, so it sort of conforms to the shape of the model. You can see that it's minimal sanding. Get around. So quite sparing. Just take a little bit more off there. Okay, so that's one method to glue and seal it up as you go. And another method is for larger sections. So here I've got a bit of packing tape that I've just taken a slither of packing tape off. What I'll do is I've got the sticky side facing up, and I'm now going to coat a section. So I'm just going to put a blob there. It's a pretty big blob, but we'll see why in a second. Approximately the size and shape that you need. Again, now what I've done is I've smeared about 2 millimeters or something like that on here, onto the back, onto the tape. And now I come over to the job, and here's the hole in the top of the job, and I've just got some, I'm just going to go around the edges to make sure the edges are painted, so that it'll stick. And now I go and flip this up, sit down, get it around the right way. Okay, so it's going to go there, and I'll just smooch it around a little. So what I do, I'm pressing down on the sides, and now I pull the tape outwards. And what I'm trying to do is to not make it dip in. Okay. So it feels pretty level. A couple of little creases just there. That'll sand out easy enough. A bit of a dip. Okay, and now come along with the cure light. Glasses on again.
Yep.
Shush now. Top down. Turn it on, man. Got power, got light. And cure it up, and then at 15 seconds us about 15 seconds. Let's have a feel. Is that going hard? Feels hot. Hot, yeah, it's hard and hot. Okay. Just put my reading glasses back on. Turn this one off. And now, should be able to peel it. And I should be able to. Yeah, it's not bad. Could use some more curing. As you can see, almost flat. I'll just sand that until it is flat. Finish the video.